A very good evening from the Warrane Sports Centre for ABC Topshot. And this evening it's the second quarter-final between Marti's and the city of Launceston. And if this evening's quarter-final is similar to last week, it should be a thriller, because last week we saw that sensational draw, only the second in the Topshot series, which is in its 8th season. Let's check the teams for this evening. Firstly, City of Launceston, who will be appearing in their 11th Topshot game. And together with Ulverston Red Hoppers, they're the only teams to have played right throughout the 8-year history of the series. Injured player Simon Roberts sums up the prospects of the City of Launceston combination.
I think, Peter, it's basically a blending of youth and experience. With our experienced players, Barry Hodgetts and Steve Warren have had quite a few years' experience in the NBL competition with Devonport Warriors when they're in the competition. And our young players are good players, and they hopefully will combine quite well tonight.
You've been in the competition ever since Topshot started some 8 years ago. How do you compare this year's team with those of previous years?
We've lost a couple of players through injury and a couple of other matters. However, the team we've got tonight, I think, will perform very well, and we should give Marti's a good run for their money.
What's the extent of your injury?
It's a bad back strain, and I should be hopefully available to play in the quarter-final against Ulverston in 3 weeks' time.
Marti's are chock full of talent and will be anxious to improve on last year's showing when they were knocked out in the first round. They boast of 4 players with NBL experience and go in as hot favourites. Coach Tony Davey is entitled to be confident.
Yes, we're quite confident. The boys are very keyed up, and they're looking forward to a good game, and hopefully we can take it out, and I think we can.
4 players who boast of being in the National Basketball League. Surely this sort of combination gives you reason for a fair amount of enthusiasm.
Yes, the boys have been putting it together quite well, and also along with the 4 boys connected with the national side, we've also got Lindsay Houston, who's a dynamic player.
Do you know much about City of Launceston?
Not a great deal. We know 2 or 3 players in the side, and we think we should be able to cover them.
Good luck.
Thanks very much.
The second quarter-final of Topshot, Marti's versus City of Launceston. With me in the commentary box, Don Hanson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Warrane for our second quarterfinal game of Topshot. It's the Martis of Hobart, sponsored by the Marti Pizza place in Hobart, which is, and they're playing the City of Launceston, which is, of course, our northern neighbors with the beautiful velodrome.
And before we get down to tin tacks, let's have a prediction on the outcome of this game from Don Hanson, who so inaccurately made the judgment last week. What's it going to be, 2 in a row?
No, it'll be Martis by a mile.
Marti's by a mile. You heard it first, and you heard it only 20 seconds into the match. City of Launceston in the red attire, Dean Draper. Flips it back to Barry Hodgetts. Big steal. We'll see that chap often. Lindsay Houston. Greg Linton underneath. Travel the call.
That's a new call again. Our viewers should be aware that used to be a jump ball if you blocked the shot, but now the defensive player gets the advantage by blocking the shot. It's called traveling.
Matthews off to Truscott. Almost a basket for Warren. Houston. Linton working the ball into Marti's attacking zone. Off to the tongue twister. Dan Van Holst-Pelican. Over to Houston. We've heard lots about Marti's number 4. Tell us what you know about him, Don.
Lindsay's an outstanding player. He's a tremendous worker. On this replay, you'll see him wheel in. Very nice move. Stepped around him, and of course, the foul was there. Pushed him with the body. He's probably the hardest working basketball player, and if any basketball player should be emulated, it'd be Lindsay Houston, because he plays the game in a wonderful spirit. He's always tries hard. You'll never see him complain. He just wins them and wears them, and he's just a wonderful player. He made the first one, and he makes the second one to give Marti's a 2-point lead. Wonderful player, Lindsay Houston.
Dean Draper. City of Launceston, not the experience that their opposition can boast. Truscott with it. Off to Warren. Good basket.
He's a wonderful player, Steve Warren. You'll see a lot of him tonight. He's probably their best scoring potential. He's been playing in Tasmania a long time. Good junior player and an outstanding player for the City of Launceston.
There he goes. Taken away by Warren. Good crowd, good vocal crowd here. Second quarter final, ABC Topshot. Falberg Pass was on. The grab by Houston. Rifles one down to Van Holst Pelican.
Van Holst Pelican is from originally an Australian, went to Canada and played his basketball in Canada and has come over and plays for the Devils, an outstanding player. Good defensive player, good hard hustler all the way through the game.
Barry Hodgetts to Warren. Draper looking for space. Hodgetts. Marty's ball from the sidelines. Linton. Steve Davey. All tied up with the Tassie Devils. Back to Linton. Into the corner. Working hard, Curtis Coleman. From the sidelines, the Reds, City of Launceston. In the white attire, Marty's. Big Bird, Pelican. Linton's quick. Davies. He's a rubber ball, that Houston.
Oh, he'll move. He's really works hard, both offensively and defensively. Just a whirling dervish through the whole game.
4 plays 2, Marty's lead. 17 minutes of play remaining first half. Underneath, the shot missed by Truscott. Gathered by teammate Warren, who drives in. Feeds it off to Truscott, who missed. And the steal is from Houston, who bounds down, leaps high. How do you like that one? Thank you very much.
2 steps and he was there. That was a really fine move. Very quick, very fast.
Cameron Matthews. Truscott with the receding hairline. Off to Draper. Interception was good. Houston. From the sidelines, Steve Davey. Linton, anxious to pass off. It's up for grabs, that one.
Looked like a volleyball game the way they were tapping it around.
Finally, Matthews emerges. Margin 4 points. Marty's lead. 16 minutes of play in the first half remaining. Draper, long shot across to Truscott. Short of the mark, almost stolen by Hodgetts. Away goes Davey. This is Coleman. In, out, out. Underneath. Not quite. Off to Davey. Up and under. Zach. The lead now extended to 6 it should be, 8-2, and that is after almost 5 minutes of the first half, and a confident start by the favourites. Marty, second quarter final. Cliffhanger last week. Ooh, bang. The crowd loved that.
Yeah, slam dunk. Got up there above the ring and shoved it down through. That's the ultimate play. You've got to be pretty tall and can really jump to get up there that high. That was a beautiful play.
Coleman asking the question. 15 minutes in the first half remaining, and it's Marty's 10, City of Launceston 2. Dean Draper. Matthews. Closely guarded by Linton. Off to Hodgetts. Back to Draper. Well thrown. From outside the blue line. 2-5. Makes 3. Good basket. Who wants it at the other end?
Good defense by Launceston then. They were strong on the boards and blocked these Steve Davies shots. Looked good.
Graham Truscott's been around, number 11.
Oh, yes, Graham's been playing a lot of years. He's been a real stalwart with the City of Launceston. Here we see the nice rebound. He goes up for the shot, and I think he called it on 14 for push. First shot's up and no good. Cameron Matthews. Up again. No good. And there's a call. Dan Van Horst Pellicar stepped inside the lane too quickly. You must wait till the ball strikes the ring on a free throw before you're allowed to step inside that blue area, and he was infringed the area, so he gets an extra shot. Misses it again, and Van Horst Pelican Pulls it down.
Steve Davey doing some hand signalling. Off to Coleman. There's the bird again. And you can see Houston getting involved. Let's watch it again.
There's the shot by Pellicar. Houston, nice tip in, but he was pulled down by Dean Draper, grabbed him by the shoulder and pulled him down. It's the only way you'll keep him off the boards, is to really have to play hard on him, because he's a really rebounding fanatic. He'll hit the boards, go over everyone, and really work hard on the boards.
2 misses. Draper from the side. Warren to Draper. Margin 5 points in favour of Marty's. 13.5 minutes remaining. And Marty's have the ball. Coleman. Long pass. Almost Linton. That's not almost. That's in. Houston.
He ran all the way down from the far length of the court to catch up to that play. A lot of players would have just stayed back and figuring it was a goal for sure, but he really worked hard, and that was a good result.
Truscott for Warren to Truscott. Splendid interception by the big bird, who gathers again. You're a big rap for this Houston, Don.
Oh, yes. He's just a tremendous player. I love the way he plays. He works hard both ends of the court. He's just a fine example of a basketball player.
Shot from Warren short. Truscott on hands and knees, fed it to Draper. Wins the plaudits of the crowd.
Well deserved, too. That was a gutsy effort.
Matthews for Truscott. Oh, shot from Warren just wide. Houston. The big bird, up and under. No. Chopping.
Here he comes on the drive, really moving in hard. Truscott clips him under the ear, and he gets a 2-shot penalty for the foul while in the act of shooting. He's a very aggressive player, this Pellicar. He'll really go in after it. I don't think any of them can shoot free throws, though. We've had 3 attempts now and 3 misses. Let's have a free throw here, Dan. No. Oh, Curtis Coleman up a mile and puts it up. No good. Houston up. No good.
They all wanted a share of that one. Coleman's got it. Now he's still got it. And in it goes.
Houston is a naturalized Australian citizen. He's lived in Tasmania for several years, and also plays for the Devils, and an outstanding jumper.
You saw Coleman jumping high on that occasion. City of Launceston under pressure. Steve Warren, not quite. Coleman giving the impression of passing off. Retains position, works it down the court. Getting calls from all over the place. Eventually off to Linton, but away go Launceston. Warren to Matthews. Truscott, oh, missed that one. Shouldn't. Big throw off the boot of Houston. This time Launceston. The goal scored by Graham Truscott. Brings the margin back to 7 points. Just over 11 minutes remaining in the first half.
You shoot enough, sooner or later, one of them's going to go in.
From the side, that one went.
Lindsey Houston. Very strong. Wonderful leaper. Works hard all the time.
Good basket, Steve Warren.
Steve Warren's an outstanding player. He really works well. Like to see him down here in the South, because I'm sure he could contribute to the Devils and give us another good local player.
Houston drives in. Satisfied with that performance. Scores again. Margin widening. 9 points now after almost 10 minutes. Long ball from Truscott across to Hodgetts. Truscott feeding in, looking for the basket. Van Pelican to Linton. Quickly on to Davey. Underneath Cameron. Coleman, I should say. Made it look easy.
Oh, they're superior in personnel. Marty's. They've got 5 very fine players on the court right now, and Launceston are struggling.
See if they can persist. Good basket from Steve Warren, who hasn't been daunted by mixing it up with the big fellows.
Oh, he can play with anyone. He's a good player.
So can this fellow. Curtis Coleman, looking a little scruffy with the beard.
Curtis on a power drive here, takes the ball, left-hander, swings the ball out, leaps high in the air, and gets the foul. Nice-looking hook shot.
Here's the man again.
That was a set play from the out of bounds. They'd set up a play where Curtis was, they would set a screen and he would break out from behind and be open, and it worked very well, but he couldn't convert the goal.
Steve Davey, almost a tip in. Referees are Tony Vincent from Devonport and Ron Burton from Hobart. Ron Burton, the man with the ball, has been around on.
Been around a long time. He's
be careful.
Probably seen his half-century come and go.
Very tactful. Matthews off to Hodgetts.
We're seeing a bit of a comeback from City of Launceston. They'll battle it all the way out.
Margin now 7 points. Off the hands of Steve Davey. Truscott to Matthews.
Well, the Red Hopper showed us that persistence can win a ball game, but I don't know if Launceston can pull it off.
Curtis Coleman signalling. Referee Ron Burton in the action. Tony Vincent assisting.
Good move here. Warren's moved very well. Goes up. Curtis grabs him by the hand, and it's a 2-shot foul. Launceston so far have shot 23 times in the field and only made 6, which is a 22% gap, while Marty's were shooting at the 44% mark, so you can see why they're ahead. Free throws are good. Warren's keeping them in the game, but he's about the only one so far to have any effect on Marty's.
Margin back to 5. Was 5. Lindsay Houston makes it 7.
Look at that. Up a mile, hangs up in the air, and lets her go.
In and out from Barry Hodgetts. In and out and in. Davey. Has it again from Houston. He's talking. Looking for gaps. Matthews following him. Davey's got it. Now teammate has it. Van Pelican. Thank you kindly. Back to 7. 7 points in it. Second quarter final. ABC Topshot. Truscott. Off to Cleaver. Rimmed. Not in. Matthews has done some good work. So has Warren. Luck not with him. Cleaver. And Pelican. On the side, long throw from Linton.
Mellicar went up a bit too soon that time. He took off.
Well, they're moving the ball up and down the court in one heck of a hurry. And a few of the shots going astray. Actually,
that was a poor shot. Not a very good shot. He shot under pressure, and here we go on the replay. Rebound. Curtis says, "Hey, it's mine." It falls right in his arms. Up he goes, and he gets a little tick as he goes up, and so the goal counts. He gets 2 points for making the shot, and he goes to the line to attempt 1 free throw. The players look tired already. They're holding the shorts and sitting down, and it's been a very fast game, though. They're really running up and down the court very, very fast. 1 shot from Curtis Coleman, up and no good.
Dean Draper. Warren was the target. Now it's back to Draper. Fancies himself from a long way out. Teammate Cleaver does just that little bit better. 26 plays 19. Just over 7 minutes remaining first half. Houston to Van Pelican. Whoa, crunch, that must have hurt. He's up on his feet pretty quickly.
Hello, floor. Wham!
Matthews passes off well. Long shot from Warren.
Air ball.
That
That was a brick. That wasn't a shot. He just threw it up there.
Underneath Warren, can he do better? Can't control it. Enthusiastic gathering at the Warren Sports Centre this evening.
There's Coach Graham Truscott trying to get his players to do what he needs them to do, but right now the defense of Marty's is holding them out very good.
Leave it to Hodgins. In and out. There's been a few of those this evening. Van Host Pelican snared by Houston. Cross court. Linton.
Beautiful.
And a big smile too.
Oh, and he's very fast. He's a really good player. Watch this. He comes in and drives hard. Oh, lovely shot. Puts it off the board. Oh, this is a bit of controversy. This is what we need. Goes up for the shot. This is what we were talking about in the other program. When you're going for the shot, if you're fouled in the act of shooting, then it's 2.2 shots. And if the basket goes in, it counts. However, he was not fouled before he shot, and even though he made the score, it doesn't count, and he gets 2 free throws. Steve Warren at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Interesting call. I wonder if he was shooting the shot and he made the basket, then he would have, which he did do, he got 2 points. And how can he shoot free throws now? Because he must have been fouled in the act of shooting. So it doesn't, these things sometimes get me a little confused. But he made the last one, and so score is Marty's 28 and City of Launceston 20. Houston, long way, good, a bomb, great shot.
He shot 14 points to be the head scorer. Lindsay Houston. Matthews off to Warren, well guarded. Houston steals and runs. Still running.
It's a foul. They called him, hacked the ball away from him, hit him on the arm as he tries to use the ball. There he goes. Bash. Poetry in motion. Very fast, very smooth.
Clark running with the ball.
That's an interesting call. Ronnie Burton there, our ancient mariner, calls a trip. See the foot come out? Whoops. Little trip time.
Greg Linton on the sidelines to Clark. Nick Feldberg on the course for Marty's. That's Greg Linton. Van Host Pelican finds the basket. Another 6 minutes remaining. Marty's by 12. Then Draper. Steve Warren has been a good contributor.
Oh, he's playing wonderful. He's their main scoring threat, and he's a very, very fine player. City Launceston right now have a very young-looking side on the court. They're juniors, really. And they're trying to match some very experienced players. Nice move, behind-the-back dribble. Steve Warren, nice drive, and didn't bring it in. Bad luck. Did everything right.
The throw from Linton just out of the reach of teammate Houston. 5 minutes remaining. And it's 32 plays 22. Marty's leading in this second quarter final of ABC Topshot, but having to work hard.
Yes, this very young side City has on. Malcolm Matthews just checked into the game. He's a very young-looking chap. We don't have the ages of some of these players, but there's a very young side out there. Looks good for the future for Launceston.
Draper.
There's the little hooter telling him they have 10 seconds in which to shoot the ball or lose it.
Hodges not sure what to do.
They're going to lose it. Here it goes. There's the buzzer.
Oh, just in time.
Most fortunate and a beautiful hook shot. Hooked it right over his head.
That was Steve Warren. Loves a goal. Has been prominent. Mick Feldberg. Lindsay Houston won the basket.
That jumping ability is a marvelous asset in basketball. You can see he jumped up there, could have hold it in the air. It's really good.
Draper. Feeds it off to Hodgins. A vice-like grip from Warren. shot, unsuccessful. Well battled, Malcolm Matthews. Excellent. A warm round of applause. Margin back to 8 points. Under 4 minutes remaining.
Nice steal, well deserved, and goes in and scores the basket. Nice move, Malcolm.
Martin Cleaver shows a bit of speed, then lost it. Nice little hip and shoulder, regained it. Steve Warren. A little wild.
Van Holspelliker on the boards for Marty's is doing an outstanding job, and Warren is giving them, in the city of Launceston, the offensive punch. Both of them playing underneath and doing a great job.
Speak of the devil. Oh, there's that man, Van Holspelliker.
I'd rather be lucky than good. It was in and out and off the board and back in.
Margin 10 points with just 3 minutes of the first half remaining. Malcolm Matthews on the move. Draper, oh, made it tough for Warren. Van Pelican had the height, the reach, everything working against the city of Launceston side.
Marty's love to run. They get that ball and they get it down quickly. They like to get in their offensive patterns quick. That's called fast break basketball.
The goal was scored by Clark, but Linton's pass set up that score. Marty's by 12. Looking the goods.
3-second call. They were in that area that's painted blue, and if they're in there in the blue for more than 3 seconds, the offensive team, they must give up the ball.
Linton. Clark going for the long shot. Up and at him. A big Lindsay.
He's not a big fellow. He's only about 6'3" in the old measurements, and I don't know what that would be in the new one, but he's not a real tall player, but he's a tremendous leaper and very aggressive, works very hard on the boards. Finally makes a free throw.
I know there's no Olympic competition for how high you can jump from a standing position, but he certainly has the ability to read, to bounce up from that set position.
You bet. He has tremendous rebound strength and tremendous leaping ability.
The lead stretched to 14 points. It's just on 2 minutes of the first half remaining. Cleaver off to Malcolm Matthews. Malcolm and Cameron Matthews, both for the city of Launceston. Good basket, Cleaver.
He covered well and shot a nice goal.
It's directed a fair amount of traffic. Featured off well to Clark. Linton fancies himself. Hodges loose. Will he pay the penalty? He's lucky to get away with it. Felberg tips it back in. And away goes Draper. Hard to describe that one.
I don't know what that was. That was more of a throw, I think.
Linton looking for Felberg. Wasn't there. Warren was. Missed from Malcolm Matthews.
Comedy of errors here. Both teams have had the ball in their possession, and 4 times in a row we've had turnovers without it resulting in any goals or anything. It's not good basketball.
Van Pelican's shot thwarted well by Steve Warren. It's the final minute of this first half, and it's 40 plays 28.
This is part of the plot of playing a fast break game. You get the game going so fast that there is a lot of ragged play, but they also score a lot of quick goals.
Malcolm Matthews. Cleaver asking for support, getting it from Draper. Warren, unsuccessful. How do you like that, Lindsay?
Little dipsy doodle.
I'll tell you who did like it, Mick Felberg.
That's called an assist. When you give a pass to a person and your pass directly accounted for his goal, then it's called an assist, and that's an assist, Lindsey Houston.
Under 20 seconds of the first half remaining. And the lead is reduced to, it's right on the score call, 42-31. Phil Clark, right on the button.
Halftime scores in Marty, 44, City of Launceston 31, and Launceston are hanging in there pretty good.
5 minutes remaining, 86 to 62, 16 points the margin. Marti's leading in the second quarter-final. Make that 17.
And there, he makes a second one. We have statisticians here, 4 lovely ladies who help us out every game. And they've got all the stats, rebounds, percentages, shooting, who's scoring what. So if one of you guys can pass me the scoring thing, we'll see how the tallies are. How's Lindsay Houston doing? Warren and Houston are having a real battle. Houston right now has 33 points, just dominating. But Steve Warren's keeping right up with 33 points. So they each have 33 points, and we've got a foul on Warren there. But the ball will go to the side. No, foul on Houston.
In the last 5 minutes of this match, the Warrane Sports Centre. City of Launceston looking down the barrel of being eliminated. A plucky performance against a more experienced combination. Hodges' attempt unsuccessful. Van Host Pelican doing the aggressive work.
Stepped inside him well there, and once you have that inside position, the defensive player doesn't have a lot of choice. It's either let you score the goal or foul.
And that foul sees the end of Dan Van Host Pelican, who gets a warm round of applause from the gathering here this evening. Players on court and off court.
One of the rules in basketball, of course, is you're allowed 5 personal fouls, and once you have received the 5 personal fouls, you have to leave the game, and so he has to sub off with 5 personal fouls, and Greg Linton comes into the game to replace him.
88 plays 64. A lull in proceedings at the moment before Barry Hodges goes to the line. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining, and it's 88 to 64.
After 5 disqualifying fouls on Van Horst Pellikar, Barry Hodges to the line to attempt 2 and misses them both. Rebound, Curtis Coleman.
Bumpers down court, looking for and finding teammate Houston.
35 points. Lindsay Houston leads the way. 33 points for young Steve Warren, City of Launceston, in the individual scoring battle.
Reds, the Launcestons, have the ball. Clark. Now it's with Cleaver. They're working. Clark. Look at the pressure he's being put under. Fed it off to Cleaver, who goes for the shot. In and out. Coleman faking the big throw. Steams down the court. Working hard to add to this lead. Linton. Back to that player. That's better.
Good defensive work there by young Steve Warren. Blocked that shot, but didn't help him at all. So we have Marty's leading the game 92-64, and a very high score for our Top Shot Series second quarterfinal. Second half basketball. City of Launceston trailing 92-64. The game's been over for some time, but they're still battling back. Good rebounding, good hard attempt. Barry Hodges puts it up. Major interest in the game is the scoring race between Lindsay Houston and Marty's with 35 points. And Steve Warren, City of Launceston, 33 points. Good individual scoring. Interest going right out of the game as far as the outcome. It's never in doubt. Marty's all the way.
A few strange faces on court. Bob Mills. Off to Greg Linton. Mick Felberg. Mills again. From the side, Linton shot, no. Andrew Clark. Works to Cleaver. Cleaver's shot short. Linton. Another short shot. Mills underneath.
That hurt. Caught him right on the shoulder bone. Gets the rebound, goes up. Crunch. Steve Warren said, I can score, I can rebound, and I can foul good too. Number 9, new player in the game for Marty's, Bob Mills, goes to the free throw line. There's another young player.
It's Paul Spotswood now. I don't know how old he is, but he's looking.
He's not
very
shaving
youngster.
either. He's a young boy. Probably a real thrill for him to get on this Top Shot series and get his picture on television.
Mills with the ball, making the conversion. Can Marty's hit 3 figures? They've got 2.5 minutes to do it. They lead by that comfortable margin of some 27 points. They look good. The young fellow gets a touch. Warren, aggressive.
Working hard to get the ball to him, so they should. Oh, nice pass by Warren, but bad luck on the free throw, or on the shot. Andrew Clark missed it.
Linton. Zoddens, another youngster on the scene. Warren has ran all night.
Jerome Zoden's up from the under-19s Navajo player. That was a nice shot by number 8, Andrew Clark.
Speak of the devil, there's Jerome himself.
Yep. Looks like junior basketball out there right now. Good to see the young players having a go at A-grade basketball. Oh, nice goal. From the corner. Very difficult shooting position.
McFellberg stretches it to 27 into the final minute and a half of the second quarter-final. City of Launceston plucky, but not quite up to it. Marty's prediction from Don Hanson was a comfortable victory.
They're a very strong side. They've got the top players in the state really down at Marty's, and they're going to be very hard to toss in this Top Shot series. They look like they've got the team to go all the way, but as we saw from the Red Hoppers, they'll be persistent and they'll be there at the finish.
Yes, Bob Mills. Don Hanson tuning the vocal cords in for perhaps another song. What would be appropriate at this time of the evening, Don? You're right on the spot now.
The party was over at halftime, so it's pretty hard to say. Just another sad song.
And that's another basket. This time, Steve Clark in the action.
99 points, plays 73. Marty's looking for the century. First century this year on Top Shot. You won't see many games in which 100 points are scored in basketball. Very difficult to do.
Barry Hodgetts gets one back. 45 seconds remaining. The crowd after that 3-figured result. Time ticking away.
Marty still have a chance at the century.
From the sidelines, Mills to Linton. To Zoddens.
Oh,
I love him.
101 points for Marty's.
Crowd cheering. Paul Spotswood. Clever balk. Good basket. Andrew Clark.
Things future looks bright for City. They've got some good young players. Not up to the standard right now of Marty's, but they'll be around for a long time to come.
The final seconds. Last score, perhaps off crunch. Warren whacked that one away from Bob Mills as we hit full time. And the
replay goes up. Warren finishes out the game with a foul, but the result is over. 101 for Marty, 77 City of Launceston. Quarterfinalists, Marty's into the semis, and they look the team to beat for Top Shot 85.
The Credit Union man of the match this evening in the second quarter-final was Marty's Dan Van Holst-Pelican. A tough match?
Yeah, it was. You know, we were working really hard, and everybody on the team was putting a lot of effort.
You seemed to become quite aggressive midway through the game, and that sort of seemed to G you up. Do you think that's a fair assumption?
Yeah, true, but I think the thing was, you know, we're just getting warm. You know, it's so cold in the stadium. The beginning of the game's always tough, and you get into the flow, and everybody performs better.
You're going to be a tough side to beat now?
I hope so. You know, I don't know the calibre of the other teams, but hopefully we'll go all the way.
Well, to make the presentation, Dennis Fitzmaurice from the Credit Union Society of Tasmania.
Thank you very much. Dan, congratulations. On behalf of the Credit Union of Tasmania, your $25 savings account, I'm sure you'll be able to put that to pretty good use.
Thanks.
So a comfortable second quarter-final victory to the powerful combination Martis, and they're going to be tough to beat for the final. Next week, it's the third quarter-final, and we'll see the battle between Pacunis and Burnie. I hope you'll join us. Until then, it's good night from Topshot.